In July of 1988, you and your brother committed burglaries, correct?
Craig Cinarelli, my brother and I.
There were 2 houses involved, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The home of Mr. and Mrs. John List
Yes, sir.
and the home of Mr. and Mrs. Michael Ginsberg.
Yes.
With respect to Mr. and Mrs. John List, are you saying that your brother was there?
No.
According to the stipulation, it reads as follows. Between July 1st, 1988 and July 10th, 1988, Erik Menendez and a friend were at the home of another friend, John List Jr., whose parents were away on vacation. While searching for the keys to a van, Erik and his friend found a piece of paper bearing the combination to the List family safe. After the safe was opened, Erik removed money and property, correct?
Corrected, that's what the stipulation says? Yes.
You're saying that the friend that was with you was Craig Cinarelli with respect to the List house, correct?
Yes, he was.
You're the one that entered the safe and took out money and jewelry.
Yes, I did it with Craig.
You're the one that went into the safe, not Craig Cinarelli. You went into the safe and removed money and jewelry.
No, sir. If I did it alone, then Craig wouldn't have done it with me. He was with me when we were looking for the keys, as it says in there, and then we found the safe.
Mr. Menendez, who entered the safe?
Craig and I.
Did you remove something from that safe?
Yes.
And on July 14th, 1988, you and your brother entered the Calabasas residence of Michael Ginsberg, correct?
Yes.
And you removed a combination safe and its contents from a closet.
Yes.
Do you remember removing with your brother from this house, in this residential burglary that you and your brother committed, a combination safe?
Yes.
Do you remember removing a VCR?
Not specifically.
China?
Yes.
Silverware?
Yes.
A Solo Flex machine?
Yes.
An IBM computer?
Not specifically.
Jewelry?
Yes.
Did you take money in that one as well?
No.
You and your brother were not caught on that. You were actually turned in on September 16th, some over 2 months after you had committed these crimes, correct?
I turned myself in on
September 16th?
16th.
Now, when you say you turned yourself in, your father was with you, correct?
My father and an attorney.
And your father accompanied you to the Malibu Sheriff's Station,
Yes, we came with a U-Haul truck.
and he assisted in taking the property that you had stolen and turning it over to the sheriffs, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your father also had to make restitution to the victims, Mr. and Mrs. List and the Ginsberg, for property that was not returned, correct?
I was not aware of that, but I learned that later.
What is it that was not returned that you remember?
I don't remember what was not returned. I thought everything was returned. We brought it in a big U-Haul truck, and my father did not discuss with me. I know he had to pay some cash.
Could it have been that you spent some of the cash that you took out of the List safe?
No, I don't believe I did.
You didn't spend any of that cash? Is that your testimony?
My parents found it in my, I don't remember how much money, in a safe in my house, in my closet.
How long after you had committed these crimes did they find this money in your safe?
Soon after.
Did they ask you where you got the money?
Yes. I told them that my brother, Craig, and I got this from 2 houses.
Craig was with you with regard to the List house, correct?
Yes.
You're the one that went into the safe, correct? Removed items from the safe.
It was, Craig and I were right there. I did as well, yes.
You and your brother entered into the Ginsberg residence, correct?
Yes.
Did you describe for your father exactly what you did?
No, I didn't describe it for him at all. I told him exactly where everything was, though. I told him what we took and drove him to where we had it.
When did this occur?
I believe in August.
And it was on September 16th, 1988, that your father accompanied you to the Malibu Sheriff's Station?
Yeah.
I believe you told Dr. Oziel that you resented your father criticizing you and your brother for the way that you had done the burglaries?
No. What I told Dr. Oziel was that Dad told us that we were too stupid. We did them stupidly and that we got caught, and that if we were going to do something, we should do it right.